Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me a little later than normal. My apologies, but I am here, Cinephile Mike, your friendly neighborhood cinephile, with day 22 of award season reviews, season 2. And we are continuing Feel Good Week. Up next is Walt Disney's nostalgia filled Wish. Now, while a new film, it is chock full of Disney Easter eggs that will make you remember all the wonders of yesteryear. I'll get to that in a moment. Written by Jennifer Lee, Allison Moore, and Chris Buck, and directed by Buck alongside Fawn Veerasunthorn, Wish was meant to be a celebration as the last film released in 2023, which celebrates the 100th year of all things Disney. Now, as per Box Office Mojo, as of this recording, Wish has a total box office take of $146,850,973, where 57,743,376 is coming from the domestic box office and 89,107,597 coming internationally. And the film is still in theaters, so the number could continue to grow. Now, award season wise for a Disney film, it's been a little light. It currently has 2 Best Animated Feature nominations, one at the Critics' Choice Awards and one at the Golden Globes. It also has a Golden Globes nomination for Original Song, the song This Wish. And unless it does happen to eke out a nomination for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars, this may be all it gets, because the only other award it could potentially be up for would be, potentially score or Best Original Song, but it did not make the short list at the Oscars for either of those 2 awards this season. So really the main one it has a chance for would be animated feature. So, awards aside, into the film. Wish is set on the magical kingdom of Rosas on an island in the Mediterranean. The people are ruled by King Magnifico, a man who has tricked the kingdom to believe that he is able to grant their most deepest wishes, something he does once a month, if people are willing to gift him and give him their wishes that he will hold onto for safety in order to allow the kingdom to survive and thrive in an enriched environment. Now enter Asha, the young woman who is interested in apprenticing for the king. But as she interviews with him and learns a little bit more about his magic and what it entails, we see that everything may not be as wonderful or magnificent as Magnifico makes it appear. And this will lead to our central conflict of good versus evil, which is a common trope of our Disney films, with a little bit of magic on both ends. Now, as this is the 100th anniversary year for Disney, throughout the film, there are Easter eggs to so many previous Disney films. Characters pop up from a Peter Pan type film. There's a joke about a nanny with a flying umbrella. Hello, Mary Poppins. Among many others. And also, stay for the end credits all the way through just to see some of that wonderful history embedded throughout the entire end credit sequence. And these are very enjoyable, and it did give me a few laughs. However, I feel they almost spent a little bit more time trying to work that in than really developing the story. In theory, this could have been an engaging film with the magical dispute and the wishes and everything else, but the script falls a little flat and relies on common tropes and yet slogs along at certain spots. What I have to say saved the film for me, making it enjoyable to watch, were the vocal performances. Now, as Asha, Ariana DeBose absolutely shines. Her comic timing in landing the few jokes that she has, and her powerhouse vocals, which made a lot of us fall in love with her in West Side Story, here do not disappoint. She does the best that she can with the script that she is given, as I said, making this film watchable. And alongside DeBose on the other end, the villain, King Magnifico, you can just tell that Chris Pine relished in having a lot of fun singing and playing this villain, which is, a nice flip for him as opposed to the other Disney characters we know him as, the lovable prince in Into the Woods and the lovable royal in The Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement. His climactic break in character during the third act did give a few nice laugh out loud moments, because we don't often necessarily see the male villains react in this kind of a way in the Disney films, so it was nice to see a little bit of that juxtaposition. So his journey is a little bit enjoyable to watch, and it's just unfortunate that the ending is predictable. We see it coming a mile away. I'm not going to say what it is. I mean, we've all seen Disney films, but I'm going to leave it a little open ended. All in all, Wish will satisfy the young children, and the Disney fans, young and old, will enjoy the nostalgia factor, but sadly, it will leaving you wanting a little bit more. What is that bit more? For me, it was a little bit more depth to the story. It could differ from person to person. I will leave that for you to determine. It is a film worth seeing at least once because there was some gorgeous animation that was done and some throwbacks. The colors, all the purples and the blues and the royal, colors, looked very vibrant. So that was enjoyable. I also want to throw in a very fun comedic performance by Alan Tudyk as Valentino. Just one more little character vocal performance plug there. Overall, though, Wish for me gets a 3 out of 5 stars. For me, it's been a while since Disney has delivered, a real strong wham of a 5-star film for me. The House of Mouse is putting out, fairly decent products, but they're starting to become a little run of the mill. And I think they need to breathe a little life into the House of Mouse if they want to succeed for another 100 years. So for those that haven't had a chance to see Wish yet and still want to, you are still able to catch it in theaters. It's still playing in a few theaters nationwide, but there is no information as to when it will be on Disney Plus, nor is it available for VOD yet. So there you have it. I will be back tomorrow as we continue Feel Good Week. If you like what you heard here, please subscribe to the channel for all the fun movie goodness that's a coming. You can follow me on all social media platforms and compare movie reviews with me on Letterboxd. Until tomorrow, this is Cinephile Mike saying, take a break and watch something new.